Columbus, Ohio. We are inside you. Here's a cranky driver.
I'm not cranky. There's traffic.
I'm not cranky.
It took us by the university.
That's exactly what a cranky person would say.
Oh, I'm being passed now. Fuck off.
Fuck off. Yep, so we're in the 7th layer of hell, also known as Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, frick off, Barb. Ackerman Road.
And we're on our way to the Arnold Classic.
About
Day 1.
We're all dead.
We're all dead. It's on video. And we're
almost there. We only have 10 minutes till we're there.
So
it must have put us right.
We will update you when we get there and stuff.
If we live to see.
Yep. Where are you? There you are.
Bye. I have to watch.
I know. Don't look.
Don't look.
Okay. See you later. Look at all those chickens. Here we are, Optimum Nutrition. They give out the best swag, so
Longest
came
line,
here
though.
first. Yeah, and there's actually 2 lines, so yeah, that's cool. Here's the bodybuilding.com tag. Line wrap. A couple times, and it goes all the way back there, all the way to the Highland. That's like 4 people deep.
Fattest fat kid thing.
What'd you say?
The fattest fat kid thing to do. Good?
Slip that in his hand. We'll have a 3rd attempt to stay in the competition. Okay.
This is just from yesterday. We didn't really hit anything today. We got like 1 packet. But got that cool bag. Got this shirt, this shirt, this shirt, this shirt, that shirt. These pair of socks. This has 14 servings of protein in it. And a couple shakers. I got that hat. A Monster Milk. They reformulated that. A Bang. full-size Quest cookie, and the Combat Crunch bar. We only visited a few booths today, but we ended up with a pretty good haul. Like all of these are pretty much pre-workout drinks, except for that's a water with electrolytes. And that doesn't have any caffeine in it, which is hilarious. I have another one in the fridge that is blue raspberry. But I feel like this is a pretty good Sunday haul for going to maybe 4 booths, because at the end of the day, they start giving stuff away. I also got a pint of enlightened ice cream or frozen treat.
So
but
we're a week behind on our recap, but
You didn't need to tell them that, but that's okay.
you can cut that out.
I'll leave it in.
So we're here to talk about our experience at the Arnold
Yep.
Sports Expo last weekend. We got back real late on Sunday, kind of late, so we didn't have a chance to record. But here we are now. Overall, I think the weekend went the weekend was, at the end of the week, by the end of the weekend, it was good. There were some times when it wasn't very good.
This is really just the one night. Friday night we got locked in it was already a late night, and then we got locked in a parking garage in Columbus, and we had to pay the lost ticket
Get out.
thing to get out.
Which really isn't a big deal. It's only
someone
$20.
was very upset.
I was just having a little bit of a meltdown.
Yeah, but it's cool.
It ended up being fine.
Yeah. So, highlights for Friday?
We got a lot of free samples, hit all the major booths right away, so we got most of the big stuff out of the way. Bodybuilding.com, Optimum Nutrition,
Yep.
I think Rival Us was a big one, Quest.
Yeah.
Actually, Quest wasn't really, because you got more on Sunday than you did on Friday.
Yeah, and Quest, we hit Quest on Monday.
Sunday.
We hit Quest on Friday, though, because last year they were giving out more stuff than they did this year.
Yeah, but bodybuilding.com wasn't there last year, and they gave away a shaker, a hat, a full-size Combat Crunch bar, a really nice t-shirt, which I think I'm gonna keep my t-shirt to wear, I saw you wore it to the gym, but
Yep, I wore it to the gym
I'm gonna
last
keep
week.
mine for a regular shirt, I think. I think they gave some other free protein samples or something like that, maybe.
Yeah, there was definitely more than just the Combat Crunch bar. There was something else.
Yeah, but it was really good. We stood in line for an hour for that, though.
Yeah. Between Friday and Sunday, we both came home with a duffel bag, huge, this big, full of free, probably
Well, if you can see
$50
that
worth of free
bag,
samples.
that white bag behind Josh over there, my coat's on it, but that has a bunch of samples in it just from the weekend.
Yep.
And then on Sunday, we got so many free samples because it was almost the end of the day. I think we got 3 Bang energy drinks, and we got a muscle. We got Monster hats.
Yep.
Socks.
I mean, they were literally giving everything away. They even threw out their bar mats from there.
Yeah, but originally the Monster booth was giving away the new and improved Monster Muscle Shakes. We haven't tried them yet, but and then we probably got I think you said almost a 12-pack's worth of energy drinks and pre-workout cans.
Between all the different brands, yeah, I had 12 different free drinks that I got.
Yeah, so Sunday we cleaned up pretty well too.
Yes.
And then Saturday, we spent most of the day not standing in line for free samples because we were in line to meet Kurt Angle.
Who was late,
He was late. He had to push his meet and greet, his meeting up an hour, or back an hour, or whatever. And then he was late to that, so he was another 45 minutes.
Yep.
People were ready to riot.
Yeah,
It was bad.
I was very ashamed to be a wrestling fan at that point because some of the dinguses in line behind us were constantly berating the people in the booth about how the line was going to go, and it was kind of ridiculous. And I was by the time Kurt got there, I was ready to be done. And normally we wait in lines a lot for all sorts of different stuff, so it's not a big deal, but these people are just on my last nerve.
Yeah, they're really annoying, and they're kind of embarrassing because they act like they're going to start a fight if the line didn't go the right way.
And these are nerdy dudes that have never fought anyone in their life, so
No.
they're not fighting
No.
anybody.
But so we finally got to meet Kurt, which was cool. We met his wife, and his daughter was there too.
Yep, the daughter's actually in our photo.
And then, okay.
You're not having it, Stinky?
Um,
Not sure if you can see, but Hank's sitting here too.
yeah. And after we met Kurt, we went and podcasted with our friends from the undercard,
Yep.
which was a good podcast.
Brad and
Jimmy
Jimmy
and Rochelle
and Rochelle.
and
Ring
Isabel,
girls
I
that
think.
we don't know. Yeah.
And then after that, we decided to walk over and see if Rhonda was really in the booth that she was going to. People were saying that she was going to be in a booth that she's sponsored by.
Max Effort.
Yeah. So we walked over there, and there she was in her booth.
Yep.
And we reluctantly got in line. We weren't really sure.
We weren't sure if there was going to be enough time left because what was it? Probably like 4:45, and she was going to be done at 5:30.
The con closed at 5:30. Usually they kick you out like right away.
Yeah. That's been our experience.
So we got in line anyways, but we were sure we're like not, we're not gonna meet her. So
we even had the guy come by and say like, hey, just to let you know, I mean, you can continue to wait in line, but you're probably not going to make it.
Yeah. So as the time ticked on, we got closer and closer, and it was more nerve-wracking because we weren't sure.
Yeah.
And if they're gonna cut us off, we would have been like 5 people away probably.
And we were, we're right there, so we can see what's going on. And of course, Rhonda, this whole experience, the experience of like watching her interact with the fans was like made me an even bigger fan of hers because she was like taking her time and signing stuff and making sure to talk to everybody and shake everybody's hand, and she was just being a real sweetheart to everybody, and it was cool to see.
Yeah, so eventually we were close enough that we knew that we were going to get to meet her, and so that was pretty exciting.
And we did.
Yep. She was super. So I didn't think that she was going to be so small because she was a UFC fighter, but she's very small in real life.
She's bantamweight, which is like, 120 something.
Yeah.
135.
135, I think.
So.
But she was super friendly and nice. And her husband Travis was there, who was a UFC fighter. He was in the booth too.
Yep.
And it was good. It was unexpected, I think, for the end of the day because we had already met Kurt and.
Well, then we were so excited that it happened out of the blue that we were kind of like in a pretty good mood at that point. So
then, we left the con, and that was really good on Saturday. But when we came back on Sunday, we were kind of just walking around.
We forgot.
What?
Went to the Terminator Fight Series on Friday night.
We did.
That Brad, our friend from the undercard, was the promoter for.
Josh's first boxing event.
Yep, my first combat sports event
ever.
If you're not counting sports entertainment, which I wouldn't, because it's not a legitimate sport. But.
Yeah, which is funny because I've been to so many boxing.
So now we might start going to some stuff like that. We'll see.
Which is cool because my dad used to be a boxer, so I feel like he would really like if we started going to stuff like that.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, we did that on Friday night, and then we went to a piano bar afterwards, which was a pretty cool piano bar. They played some good music.
Mm-hmm.
Got those free glasses.
We did, yeah. They played way more
hits.
Played way more Elton John and Billy Joel than I was expecting, because usually those are on the you got to pay a lot of money list at piano bars. So
yeah.
They did play "Don't Stop Believin'," which it's interesting to hear how everyone still screams the Born and Raised in South Detroit part, even when you're not at a Red Wings game and you're in Ohio where they hate. You're in Columbus, Ohio, where they hate Michigan.
That's funny.
Yeah, so.
I never really thought about that, but
yeah, I noticed it. So,
so
anyway, sorry. Back to Sunday.
No, that's okay. So Sunday we get there and we're just checking out some booth. We weren't really sure what we were gonna do because we had done most of the stuff already, but Josh wanted to go back and get a shirt from Max Effort. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Because he was so excited that we met Rhonda, and they actually have a shirt with her on it and stuff like that. So when we went over there to look at the shirts, we noticed that there was a guy in there taking pictures, and we're like, who is that? And I looked closer, and it was Clay Guida, who is a UFC fighter, and he actually used to be one of my favorites. Like,
no, I was like, oh my god, is that Clay Guida? And I was like, what? Did you just have a stroke?
And he was in there signing stuff and taking pictures with people, and he looks like he's a small guy too. He's probably as tall as I am, and the line wasn't very.
Size queen.
Well, you would think fighters are bigger than. I mean, they're small. I mean, they're small fighters, but I always think of.
Sure.
So, yeah, but so we got to meet him, and he was really friendly. And then after that, we were walking around some more, and we walked by like the Fit Crunch Bar booth, and Robert Irving was in there taking pictures for his bars, which at first he was so annoying. He used to be on, was it Restaurant Impossible or Restaurant Impossible?
That sounds right.
Where they would get like so much money to like redo a restaurant in like 2 days and have like an opening and stuff like that. And he used to be so annoying to me, and then like something happened and I started really liking him, and so I was like super pumped to meet him. And
The
Josh,
line was short too.
It was short because he was almost done, and so they gave you a full-size bar, I think, and then after you got to meet him, so I was like, why wouldn't you meet him? We got a picture. Josh didn't really want to be in the picture.
Didn't care. I just didn't have any desire either. So.
But then afterwards, we found out that he is actually married
To Gail Kim. So that's awesome.
Yeah. She's still wrestling.
Wrestler.
Later on that day, we were walking around some more, and we ended up running into Lucha Underground star Matt Cross.
Yep. Friend of the show. He's a friend of, well, not this
Our
show, but
podcast.
our podcast. He's actually been on our podcast.
Yep.
And the funny thing about that is that we
Son of
had
Havoc.
seen a couple other people who like vaguely looked like him, like kind of just like punk rock looking dudes with beards. And Tab would say, "Oh, look, there's Matt Cross," and then she actually did see Matt Cross on Sunday, and which makes sense because he's from Ohio, and I know that. She's like, "Look, there's Matt Cross," and I was like, "Shut the fuck up!" And then I was like, "Oh yeah, it is Matt Cross."
And then I was like, no, I'm dead serious. Like, let's go over and talk to him.
So went over and said hi to him, and he remembered us from the show, and talked to him for a little bit, and that was cool. He was a nice dude, as always, you know. So, and speaking of that, we ran into Dave and
Maggie
and them.
His other friend, yeah.
So that was cool. We didn't go get ice cream this year, but you know, it's still cool to see our friends. So
yeah. Towards the end of the day, they just start throwing stuff out.
It was like
for
an
everybody.
avalanche.
People, it was just raining protein packets, and
we were in this really like tight aisle between literally like 3 or 4 different places that were all just throwing stuff. So we're getting hit with protein packets
they're
and
like
stuff
busting
from both
open
ways.
and powders just flying everywhere.
Um,
We got a free pint of ice cream from Enlightened, which is good.
It was okay, yeah.
I thought it was good, but I know you don't. You're a ice cream snob.
Yeah. I guess.
It was chocolate peanut butter. It was really good. Got a bunch of, more energy drinks. Luckily, they weren't like throwing those out because I think that would like injure somebody.
Yeah. They were just handing those out, thankfully.
Yeah. Overall, it was a good weekend. It was a little bit stressful after the parking garage thing, and going on no sleep and standing all day on a cement floor. I was so
we
tired.
were a little sore and tired and stuff,
Yeah.
but that's con life, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Overall, it was fun, and I think we'll definitely go back next year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Although we have decided that we will definitely spring a little bit and just stay at the Con Hotel instead of commuting,
I think even if we
every day from the round trip from the hotel. So.
Or even if we stayed at one of the hotels that the shuttle stopped at, even I think that would even be because we could walk essentially if we needed to.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what we didn't talk about?
What?
I keep doing this. We we did watch. One of the other things about the Arnold is there's a lot of sports stuff going on, and we did watch a bunch of CrossFit and a little bit of the strongman and some other stuff. But one of our favorite things to watch is the Highland Games, and we actually saw someone break a world record.
We'll insert the clip here of him. It's weight over bar, and I think it was it 19?
19.6 or something like that.
I think it was 19.3 inches.
I think what he got was 19.6 maybe.
Yeah, I can't remember,
So.
but you'll see it in this clip.
Yep.
Head judge says the final attempt. Possible world record at 19 feet 3 inches. Come on, let's go on. 19 feet 3 inches. All-time world record attempt in the Highland Games. Come on, Spencer.
The guy's name was Spencer, and he's a I think he's a Rogue sponsored like professional athlete. Because I found him on Instagram. He does a lot of like, I think he did like shot put maybe, stuff like that. I don't know, but he's on Instagram. I'm gonna go look him up.
Yep. And Hafthor Bjornsson, the mountain from Game of Thrones, also set a world record for deadlift on the elephant bar. I think it was 1,041 pounds.
Which we saw him set the record last year for the deadlift. So he must have broke his own record,
Yep.
I think, which is really cool. Saw Mark Henry.
Yeah, our old friend Mark
Yeah.
Henry. Still wearing a color that he shouldn't wear because he
Wearing a
knows he sweats too
light
much.
pastel yellow shirt.
It's cool to see him though too. We actually saw so many like a lot of wrestlers this year.
Yeah. So we definitely recommend the Arnold if you are into anything like sports related, like CrossFit or lifting or anything like that, or even just like free samples to try.
Yeah, if you're into supplements, pre-workouts, proteins, BCAAs, amino proteins, stuff like that, like that's
You definitely get a lot of samples, so if you're not sure what you like, that's the place. And it's one of the cheapest cons to get into. They try to keep the price low, so it's only $20 a day to get in, or you can get 3 days for $40. Like if you buy your tickets early before that. So yeah, I definitely recommend going sometime.
And the vast majority of the athletic events are included in that price.
Yeah.
There's a couple things that are more, but usually it's stuff that's really cool that's worth it, like MMA or boxing or like the bodybuilding finals and stuff like that. So, but most everything is included.
Yep.
So that's our Arnold wrap up.